This week we're talking about why you need a tribe. Hi, I'm Sam and welcome to Weekly Mini Training, and this week, as I mentioned in the intro, we're talking about why you need a tribe. And by tribe, I simply mean a group of people who surround you and support you. You might call them your posse, your peeps, your it doesn't matter. And to be honest, I'm not hip enough to say any of those words, but it's why it's dreadfully important for you to be surrounded by a group of people who support you. Now, I'm sure you've heard the saying, you're the average of the 5 people you spend your most time with, which is a famous quote by Ginny Rohn. But the truth is that it's true, right? The law of averages suggests that it's true, but also you know that you're greatly influenced by your environment. You only have to put yourself in a crappy situation for a couple of weeks to see that your mood drops, your motivation levels drop. Well, it's the same for the people you're surrounded with. So if the people you spend the most time with are always really negative, poo-pooing your ideas, really anti you being in your own business, all those sorts of things, then obviously you're going to really struggle to find the motivation to get up and get moving because the whole world is telling you just not to bother, which is hard. Now, don't get me wrong here. So this is where I think a lot of people go wrong. This is not necessarily about surrounding yourself with positive, happy people, although that's great. It's about surrounding yourself with people who support you but are honest and critical about you. So you can only go so far if you've got a group of people who just spend their whole time sucking up to you, brown-nosing and blowing smoke up your ass, right? Because it's not true, right? We all have our flaws. I know that I have some terrible flaws, and sometimes I just need someone to sit me down and tell me to pull my head in. And you'll be the same, right? So what you need to do is find a group of people who surround you who are going to be positive and supportive, but at the same time are close enough to be honest about what you're doing, who are close enough to be able to say, that's a great idea, but have you thought of this? Or that's a great idea. However, last week you said you were going to do this, and have you done that yet? Sometimes we're full of great ideas, but we need someone to really hold us accountable. So this week I really want to talk to you about the importance of finding that tribe. Now, I'm a firm believer that that tribe could come in many forms. So you might have just a close group of friends and family who do that for you. And if you're lucky enough to have that, that's great. But I find that most people in the business world don't have friends and family who really understand what's going on in their business. And that's where you need to look for something else. So there are 2 ways you can do this. One is you can join some sort of free mastermind program. Now, I'm going to be honest here. I have joined a fair few of those in the past, but I find that they tend to fall apart partway through the year, just because people are at different levels of commitment. Everyone jumps in because they think it's a great idea to start with, and some people fall by the wayside. I've been there, I've done it, I know what it's like. If you've got one that works, great, go for gold, but sometimes it doesn't. The other thing you can do is find a paid program. So you can find a program where you join a mastermind program or a support group or something like that. Now that might be a weekly networking group, but it might come in the form of an online support group or function. So the Academy, the Get Real Business Academy, is a perfect example of that. It's somewhere where we will hold you accountable, where we'll be brutally honest with you, but you know that we're there for your best interests. You know that we're there to support you and to push you and encourage you and to share the work you're doing, but we're going to be honest along the way because that's what we're there for. So this week I'm going to actively encourage you to start thinking about finding a tribe. This is a perfect time of year. This is the end of November. We're getting ready for 2018. I know that most of the people around me are already saying that they want 2018 to be big and amazing and rah, which is great, but we probably all said that at the beginning of 2017 as well, so something has to change. So start to think about what that group might be and what you want that to be. Comment down in the comments below for me if you've already got a mastermind or if you've got one that's really working for you. I'd love to hear from you. And if not, the Get Real Business Academy opens again next Monday and is open for just 5 days. So Sales Cart is going to be open for just 5 days. I'm going to tell you heaps more about it over the next couple of days. I'm sure you'll see more about it online as well. But if you're thinking that this next 12 months is somewhere where you're going to need some support and you need to change the kind of people you're surrounded with, then at least come and take a look. It's part course building, part business building, part leveraging your income. I'm not going to tell everyone they need a course or a membership site, but there's plenty inside the Academy that helps you just build a leveraged business without necessarily building a full-blown course. But the truth of the matter is, if nothing else, we're there to support you and push you and guide you. Think of it as your own private mastermind program that's going to carry you through the year. That's it for this week, but as always, guys, I will see you in the next video.